Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 90s bands that don't exist anymore.
Because maybe you're gonna be the one that saves me. Style, profile, I said, it always brings you back when I hear ooh child. From the hut you never had to the now. Let's go, you got the music in you. One dance left.
For this list, we're looking at the best music acts that were active in the 1990s, but that have since disbanded. Who's your favorite 90s band? Let us know in the comments. Number 10, The Verve. Britpop was a major part of the 90s musical scene, and The Verve was among its greatest innovators.
'Cause it's a bittersweet symphony that's life.
However, during their time, the band behind such heart-wrenching hits like Bittersweet Symphony and The Drugs Don't Work experienced quite a few hardships behind the scenes. Internal conflicts led the group to disband multiple times, the first in 1995 and the second in 1999.
Now the drugs don't work, they just make you worse.
Although the band reunited in 2007, the animosity apparently wasn't resolved. In 2009, they confirmed that they had broken up for a third and final time.
Happiness, something in my own place. I'm steady naked, smiling, I feel no disgrace.
Maybe the fourth time will be the charm? Number 9, Four Non-Blondes. Who says there's no truth in advertising? This San Francisco band saw some lineup shifts over the short span of their career, but they were always a quartet of non-blondes.
Pretend that I'm a spaceman in another place and time.
With Linda Perry's stunning vocals at the forefront, Four Non-Blondes saw their star power rise in the Bay Area and eventually around the world, with their song What's Up hitting number 1 in multiple countries.
Times when I'm lying in bed just to get it all out what's in my head.
But what went up quickly went down, and the band broke up in 1994, 2 years after the release of their first and only album. The members have stayed active, and in 2014, they reunited for a benefit show. And to this day, there are few songs better for karaoke or singing in the shower than What's Up. Number 8, Hole. Anybody who knows Courtney Love as Kurt Cobain's widow needs to dig into some Hole.
Oh, make me over.
The alt-rock band earned critical and commercial success in the 90s with albums like Live Through This and Celebrity Skin, while also tapping lyrically into pertinent gender issues.
They get what they want, but they never want it again.
As a frontwoman, Love was notorious for her wild onstage antics, much of which she attributed to her substance abuse issues.
And someday you will ache like I hate.
In 2002, Hole was declared over. In 2010, Love and a new lineup released an album, Nobody's Daughter, under the Hole name. While there were later rumblings of a reunion between Love and founding guitarist Eric Erlandson, Hole, in all its forms, appears to be on indefinite hiatus. Number 7, New Radicals. It's rare for a band to disband only a year after first hitting it big, but that is exactly what happened with New Radicals. This Los Angeles duo, composed of lead singer and songwriter Greg Alexander and keyboard player percussionist Danielle Brisbois, released their first album, Maybe You've Been Brainwashed Too, in 1998. Critics appreciated the mix of social commentary with catchy production on songs like the hit single You Get What You Give.
Don't let go, you got the music in you. One dance left.
But by the very next year, New Radicals was over, as Alexander chose to concentrate on crafting songs for artists like Hanson, Enrique Iglesias, and S Club 7.
Someday we'll know if love can move a mountain. Someday we'll know.
While New Radicals did perform for President Joe Biden's inauguration in 2021, it seems doubtful we'll ever get a new album from them.
Don't let go, I feel the music in you. Go, go, go.
Number 6, Sonic Youth. If you're looking for music that shows the truly endless possibilities of rock music, listen to some Sonic Youth.
Should you get a gun and go and get revenge?
For 30 years, this New York band used complex tunings and unconventional song structures to challenge and thrill their listeners, while also gaining a good deal of mainstream recognition for more accessible songs like Teenage Riot and Bull in the Heather.
10, 20, 30, 40, tell me that you wanna.
Sonic Youth might still be going on today if not for the 2011 divorce between founding members Thurston Moore and Kim Gordon. Sometimes it's just best to keep your personal and professional lives separate.
Do you remember you told me you loved me, baby?
Number 5. Soundgarden. Though they're not the most famous Seattle grunge band on this list, Soundgarden still managed to make tremendous waves on rock radio in the 90s.
My eyes indisposed, in disguise is no one.
With powerful songs like Black Hole Sun and Burden in My Hand, and Chris Cornell's passionate vocals, Soundgarden displayed musical range their imitators could only dream of having.
Lost my head again. Would you laugh?
The band split in 1997 after a period of tension, before reuniting in 2010.
Save me. I'm together with your plans.
However, following the tragic death of Cornell in 2017, lead guitarist Kim Thile confirmed that the Soundgarden name has been all but retired.
Black hole sun, won't you come? Wash away.
Number 4. r.e.m. Their name might be short for what happens when you're in deep sleep, but r.e.m.'s music was anything but sleep-inducing.
That's me in the corner. That's me in the spot.
In the 90s, the Athens, Georgia band went from alt-rock critical darlings to mainstream stars, thanks to the success of classic songs like Losing My Religion and Everybody Hurts.
'Cause everybody hurts.
The band continued to work steadily in the 2000s before breaking up in 2011, a few months after the release of their 15th album, Collapse Into Now.
What's your frequency? Can at the show? Been so drained.
We respect r.e.m's decision to end things on good terms, but we do wish we could have had one more chance to see them live.
Heard you laughing. I thought that I heard you sing.
Number 3. Oasis. With all due respect to Radiohead, arguably no British band in the 90s had a bigger impact than Oasis.
I'm sure you've heard it all before, but you never really had a doubt.
The band, led by lead singer Liam Gallagher and his brother, guitarist Noel Gallagher, became world famous not only for their hit songs like Wonderwall and Champagne Supernova, but also for the tension between the brothers.
How many special people change? How many lives are living strange?
Though the band's popularity peaked in the 90s, they stayed together through much of the 2000s. But in 2009, Noel announced his departure from the group due to ongoing conflict with his brother, and Oasis was through. Remember what we said about keeping personal and professional lives separate?
So Sally can wait. She knows it's too late.
Number 2. Beastie Boys. When the Beastie Boys first formed in the 1980s, they were a hardcore punk band. However, they learned they had a knack for rapping and became one of the most influential hip-hop groups the genre has ever known. They still maintained their punk energy, as well as incorporating other styles such as jazz and funk. With forward-thinking production and the group's distinct vocal stylings, Beastie Boys songs keep a party going all night long.
You gotta fight for your right to party.
Sadly, founding member Adam Yauch, known as MCA, passed away in 2012, and the Beastie Boys name was officially retired.
Keep it going full steam. Too sweet to be sour, too nice to be me. When on the top guy style, I'm not too keen. Try to change the world.
Want more music content? WatchMojo produces an original podcast taking a behind-the-scenes look at all things music. The show provides authentic interviews with artists from all around the world, while also staying true to WatchMojo's roots with top 10 music banter thrown into the mix. What's the best advice Alice Cooper's ever given you? Looking back at the staying power, does it shock you?
No, we have naked pictures of the right people.
If you want exclusive interviews with award-winning artists, producers, singers, songwriters, check out Innersleeve.
Number 1. Nirvana. Nirvana's meteoric rise and tragic fall was something that came to define the early 90s. The Seattle grunge band was honest, insightful, and full of integrity, which are qualities you don't usually expect from chart-topping acts. Lead singer Kurt Cobain became an icon to disillusioned Gen Xers everywhere, with anthems like Smells Like Teen Spirit and Heart-Shaped Box that continue to resonate. Sadly, this is another case of a band ending due to the death of a member, as Cobain took his own life in 1994. But even if Nirvana lasted for less than 10 years, their impact on the greater musical landscape will continue for generations. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.